Welcome to our video on the 7 best herbs to lower blood sugar naturally. Having elevated blood sugar can make you feel tired, thirsty, and cause frequent urination. It also triggers serious problems like heart disease, nerve damage, or kidney damage if left uncontrolled. The struggle with maintaining healthy blood sugar can be frustrating, especially once the threshold of diabetes has been crossed and insulin stops working properly. Insulin helps to process glucose in the body, allowing cells to absorb it for energy, but when there's not enough insulin or when cells become resistant, glucose remains in the bloodstream, leading to high blood sugar and the domino effect that continues from there. Fortunately, a number of herbs can help due to compounds that improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, or slow digestion in the intestine, as well as one that actually reduces sugar cravings and absorption. So stay tuned as we dive into these 7 incredible herbs, each offering enormous potential for healthier blood sugar, energy, and overall well-being. But before we get into it, can you do us a favor and like this video? Ring the bell for future notifications and make sure you subscribe to Diabetics Talk for more practical diabetes information. Plus, stick around to find out how you can get not 1, not 2, but 3 free gifts. Also, don't forget to check out exclusive Diabetics Talk merchandise from our store and sign up as a member to get full access to the Food, Health, and You Complete Implementation System documentary and more. All right, let's get into it. Number 7, rosemary. Rosemary may be the perfect complement to a roast lamb dinner, but it does a whole lot more than that. Packed with mighty polyphenols like carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid, this culinary favorite is also a functional food in the fight against high blood sugar. Scientists from Brock University in Canada found that polyphenols in rosemary have insulin-like properties, effectively protecting against hyperglycemia or high blood sugar, as well as hyperlipidemia, elevated levels of fats in the blood, which leads to cardiovascular disease. Another study found drinking rosemary tea had anti-anxiety and antidepressant effects, largely due to its effect on the enzyme cholinesterase, which impacts certain neurotransmitters in our brains. As you may or may not know, stress can mess with blood sugar control, as well as a host of other problems for the heart and blood vessels. So adding a sprinkle of rosemary might just be an excellent piece of the puzzle when it comes to controlling blood sugar. Number 6, ginger. Surprise, surprise, ginger, the immunity superstar, also has benefits for blood health. Studies show that ginger significantly improves blood sugar control as well as other health markers related to type 2 diabetes. In a 2015 randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial, 41 type 2 diabetics were given either ginger or a placebo for 12 weeks. The results show that those who took the ginger experienced major improvements in their fasting blood glucose levels, hemoglobin A1C, a marker of long-term blood sugar control, apolipoprotein B and AI, important factors for heart disease risk, and malondialdehyde, a marker of oxidative stress. But ginger doesn't stop there. It's been used for centuries to calm upset stomachs and aid digestion. Plus, studies show that it even decreases muscle pain. And while it has a strong flavor, it's more versatile than you may think. It can be used as ginger powder or raw and works well in soups, stir fries, and sauces. For one of the healthiest drinks a person can possibly choose, make your own ginger lemon drink. Enjoy it hot or cold, knowing that you're doing your entire body a favor. While ginger is generally safe if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, it's better to talk to your healthcare provider first. The same goes for people taking blood thinners or blood pressure medication. Ginger naturally thins the blood and naturally reduces blood pressure, so it can be too much for some people in conjunction with those medications. Number 5, ginseng. One of the most popular traditional Chinese medicines, ginseng is a potent source of antioxidants. Ginseng is derived from the root of the panax plant, and there are different varieties of ginseng available, each with its own unique properties and health benefits. It's one of the most highly studied herbs in the world, and when it comes to diabetes, ginseng has a big effect. In one randomized controlled trial, subjects with poor glucose modulation consumed 2.7 grams of fermented red ginseng per day, or a placebo. Fermented red ginseng is particularly valuable when it comes to high blood sugar. Over the 4-week trial, postprandial glucose levels were measured, that's blood sugar levels after meals, finding that the fermented red ginseng group had consistently lower postprandial blood sugar readings. Other studies have shown American and Asian ginseng varieties have various benefits for improving glucose uptake in tissues, pancreas function, and insulin sensitivity. Meanwhile, broader research has found benefits for memory and mood, erectile dysfunction, improving energy and reducing fatigue, immunity, and reducing inflammation, a high-level root cause of most disease. One particularly interesting study showed that ginseng can work remarkably fast, finding that within just 3 hours, spatial working memory improved after consuming American ginseng. Ginseng can be found in most health stores and is consumed as a tea, capsules, tablets, powders, or extracts. Talk to your doctor before consuming. For diabetics taking medication, just like ginger, it can send blood sugar too low and may interfere with anticoagulant medication, but otherwise it's shown to be safe. Number 4, holly basil. Holly basil, also known as tulsi, is native to the Indian subcontinent and parts of Southeast Asia. It is a sacred plant in Hinduism and is highly revered for its medicinal properties. It has a ton of uses and benefits, including the treatment of insect bites and malaria, diarrhea, eye problems, eczema, anxiety, difficulty sleeping, reducing metabolic stress, weight loss, joint pain, and blood sugar control. In one study, researchers investigated the effects of tulsi on carbohydrate metabolism over 30 days. Halfway through the trial, blood sugar levels had dropped by 9%, and by the end of the month, blood sugar dropped by a whopping 26%, making tulsi a powerful ally in the fight against high blood sugar. But it doesn't stop there. One of the most unique things about tulsi is its ability to support the body's natural detoxification processes and protect against toxic-induced damage. How, you may ask? It does this by enhancing the activity of antioxidant enzymes and increasing important molecules like glutathione. This is incredibly important as toxic metals wreak havoc in the body. Exposure to heavy metals occurs primarily through the consumption of contaminated foods and fish, polluted air, and certain dental materials like amalgam fillings that contain heavy metals such as mercury. These can interfere with insulin signaling, glucose metabolism, hypertension, and atherosclerosis. And tulsi, or holly basil, has been shown to support the detoxification process. So, to sum up, a little tulsi tea can go a long way towards aging gracefully and potentially sidestepping a number of medical conditions. Give it a try. Okay, let's shift a gear and look at our herb that reduces sugar cravings. But first, how about those free gifts? Discover an entire world of diabetes-fighting foods with our new book, 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar. Plus, you'll discover the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease are increasing at an alarming rate, and find out what really works when it comes to preventing these illnesses by watching our free diabetes fighting documentary. Plus, get a free recipe book, Amazing Alternatives to Rice, Pasta, and Bread, which contains over 50 delicious and easy to prepare recipes that the whole family will love. These gifts are free and waiting for you to grab them in the description box below. Now, back to our video. Number 3, Genema Sylstra. For all those sweet tooths out there, Genema Sylstra is to the rescue. Through a magical compound named gymnemic acid, this mysterious herb essentially suppresses sugar cravings. It all happens on the tongue, where gymnemic acid has been shown to block sugar receptors in taste buds, helping you kick those stubborn sugar cravings, and in turn, making it easier to keep blood sugar within a reasonable range. But that's not all. The plant's therapeutic effects mainly stem from its rich composition of bioactive compounds. As well as dampening sugar cravings, these compounds are believed to actually reduce sugar absorption in the intestines, while at the same time stimulating insulin production in the pancreas. By enhancing insulin secretion, it aids in the efficient utilization of glucose, thereby helping to reduce blood sugar from multiple angles. Sugar is addictive. That's why it's in so many products. So if you struggle with sugar cravings, don't beat yourself up, but realize that there are herbs like Genema Sylstra that can help serve you to reduce cravings, reduce sugar absorption, and improve insulin function. Number 2, Neem. While it's not as famous as the rest we've discussed, Neem packs a mighty punch. An indigenous tree from India, Neem holds great significance in traditional medicine due to its numerous health benefits. It has antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. However, what's really interesting is the way it interacts with blood sugar. In a head-to-toe study of blood sugar-reducing plants, Neem emerged as the champion, coming out on top against other plants known specifically for glucose control. While our next herb wasn't in that specific study, it's fair to say that Neem is a fantastic option. But what makes Neem so special? Essentially, the compounds in neem leaf extracts do a spectacular job at controlling hyperglycemia. Studies show that it stimulates an overexpression of the nuclear factor NRF2, while upregulating GLUT4 and inhibiting the intestinal enzyme glucodases, a complex set of concurrent effects that regulate blood sugar. Like a perfectly timed orchestra, each violin stroke and piano key create a symphony that's far greater than its individual part. Multiple studies show Neem has protective properties against metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that, along with high blood sugar, include abnormal cholesterol, high blood pressure, and excess body fat around the waist. Moreover, Neem is a potent antioxidant, helping to combat free radicals and reduce oxidative stress in the body, and in turn, potentially reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Consume it by brewing the leaves into a tea or taking a Neem supplement. And number 1, fenugreek. Fenugreek, with its distinct sweetness tinged with a touch of bitterness, gives Indian curries and Middle Eastern cuisine a complexity like no other. Better yet, it's another anti-diabetic super herb to keep in your cupboard. Its power comes from its rich mix of soluble fiber and beneficial plant compounds. These compounds, including trigonelline and 4-hydroxyisolencine, are integral in fine-tuning our body's glucose management system. Sprinkling a little fenugreek into hot meals or over salads can make a big difference, as research shows that people who eat 5 grams per day were 4 times less likely to develop diabetes. But like the others, fenugreek isn't a one-trick pony. It also has numerous other benefits such as appetite suppression, cholesterol reduction, alleviating constipation, and may even aid in the prevention of some cancers. In fact, one study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that fenugreek seeds are cytotoxic in vitro to a panel of cancer but not normal cells, meaning it selectively kills cancer cells without causing harm to the healthy cells. That experiment was in the lab, but it shows great promise. But the best part about fenugreek is that it tastes delicious, so add it to your regular rotation of herbs and spices, especially for hot soups, stews, curries, cooked with spinach, or on salads. So there you have it, 7 of the best herbs to lower blood sugar naturally. Number 7, rosemary. Number 6, ginger. Number 5, ginseng. Number 4, holly basil. Number 3, Genema Sylstra. Number 2, neem. And number 1, fenugreek. Controlling blood sugar is essential, and being aware of how different herbs affect you can be extremely valuable. Now it's your turn. Do you have any questions or tips for others in the community? Maybe recipes or ways to get more of these herbs into your diet? Share them in the comments so others can try them too. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button. And don't forget, you can claim your free gifts by clicking the link in the description below or visiting diabeticstalk.com. We want to keep making informative, research-based videos for you. So if you gained value from this video and would like more of it, you can send us a super thanks by clicking the thanks button at the bottom of the video. We're Diabetics Talk, and it's our mission to bring you the best tips and tricks to help you fight diabetes. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a diabetes fighting day.